wanga
hauna mali,
wanga
hauna moto,
nayo wanga
hauna imani,
wanga
hauna phone,
wanga wamboregere yigundi wanganga uchi wanganga wamwe.
We calculate.
8.
We elevate. 8. We innovate. But above all, we dominate. Cappy Talk 100.4 FM at 8. Harari's heartbeat. Hashtag dominate. We're taking charge. We're taking control. We're taking over the airways in Harare. Cappy Talk 100.4 FM at 8. Harari's heartbeat. Hashtag dominate. Cappy Talk. We're not going anywhere. Harare is our territory. Cappy Talk 100.4 FM at 8. Harare's heartbeat. Hashtag dominate.
Siri
Capi Talk. We're not going anywhere. Harare is our territory. Capi Talk 100.4 FM at 8. Harare's heartbeat. Hashtag dominate.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the Midnight Train right here on Capital 100.4 FM Harare's heartbeat. My name is Rass, Kotini, the real son of Zion. I'm going to be with you from exactly the hour of midnight up until 2 o'clock. Right here on the station of your choice, Capital 100.4 FM Harare's heartbeat. But you know, say that Capital is a God-believing sound. So first and foremost, you have to give thanks and praise to the Most High for the power, strength, knowledge, wisdom, as well as the ability to reach out to you and you who's connected in the moment in time. Father God, we come before you throne asking for your mercy, guidance, and forgiveness in the true life. May you make everything that we touch nourish. For that is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Well, it's exactly 12 minutes past the hour 12 right here on Capital 100.4 FM. Harare's heartbeat. 0719-10404 is the WhatsApp number in case you're connected. No matter which part of the land that you're connected from, 0719-10404 is the WhatsApp number for you to get in touch with me. Remember, if you're from a foreign land, you can stream us live, www.capitalfm.co.zw, or you can easily get us in touch with us on the Zim Papers app. That is if you're an Android user on the Google Play Store, as well as if you're an Apple user is the Apple iStore. The Zim Papers app, where you can easily get Capital 100.4 FM, Harare's heartbeat, and all the newspapers and the Zim Papers tables. So before I get to give you what you can look forward in the show, let me take time to reach out to none other than the Ghetto Ambassador Mula for making sure business is taken care of from the hour of 12, from the hour of 9 up until 12 o'clock right here on Capital 100.4 FM, Harare's heartbeat. So exactly from the hour of now up until 1 o'clock, we get into a thing called the Jazz Hour. In the Jazz Hour, we get to take a journey back to the past and get to appreciate the things that made the days memorable. And today we get to be blessed by the presence of none other than the jazz musician and author and pastor Dudu Manenga right here on Capital 100.4 FM Harare's heartbeat. Then we get straight into the second hour. In the second hour, we get into a thing called the Love Zone, whereby we get to talk about different things that happen in relationships at different level, at community level, at individual level, and at family level. You know what I'm talking about, mother to mother, sister to sister, brother to brother, and siblings, you know what I mean. But today we get to spice up things a little bit. We get to be blessed by the presence of we get to chit chat with Zimbabwean based South African based Zimbabwean R&B artist called Mr. Manbi Bakayad. Then the last and final hour from 2 up until 2 o'clock, we get straight into the reggae, conscious and dancehall hour, whereby we get to appreciate homegrown talent right here on Capital 100.4 FM Harare's heartbeat. And we get to talk with a rising star, Shakun, a youth who grew up in the military cantonment area, you know what I mean. So we get to do that from now up until 2 o'clock. So make sure you stay tuned. So as I mentioned earlier on, that we get to be blessed by the presence of none other than Dudu Manenga, right here on Capital 100.4 FM, Harare's heartbeat. So as we wait for her to step into the building, I'm going to press play on one of your best tracks, one of the greatest hits. It's called Kude by Dudu Manenga. Stay tuned.
ngifela kude lo Thixo wami yeah.
From the CD is a song called Wounded.
Cappy Talk. We're not going anywhere. Harare is our territory. Cappy Talk 100.4 FM at 8. Harare's heartbeat. Hashtag dominate. We calculate. 8. We elevate. 8. We innovate. But above all, we dominate. Cappy Talk 100.4 FM at 8. Harare's heartbeat. Hashtag dominate. We're taking charge. We're taking control.
Yeah, we taking over.
We're taking over the airways in Harare.
Let's go.
Cappy Talk 100.4 FM at 8.
We taking over.
Harare's heartbeat. Hashtag dominate. We're taking charge. We're taking control.
Yeah, we taking over.
We're taking over the airways in Harare.
Let's go.
Cappy Talk 100.4 FM at 8.
We taking over.
Harare's heartbeat. Hashtag dominate.
It's exactly 21 minutes past the hour 12 right here on Capital 104 FM Marare's Heartbeat. My name is Rass Kotini, the royal son of Zion. And it's your station of your choice, Capital 104 FM Marare's Heartbeat. And as I mentioned earlier on that we're going to be blessed by none other than the great legend, jazz legend, Dudu Manenga, who's over the phone. Good day, good evening, Miss Dudu Manenga.
I don't know either to say whether good day or good evening because we are right
Was
back in the middle of a new day.
Of a new day in the evening, yeah,
Ending.
I couldn't care. So, just to get to the business of the day, can you briefly tell us who's Dudu Manenga for those that don't know you?
So Tutumanenga is a young lady. Well, young lady, I'm still young. Until before 100, you're still young. Eh? Very passionate about life. Born and raised in Bulawayo. Started in the music industry, like professionally. And by professionally, I mean performing before a paying audience. At the age of 16, in Bulawayo, got a lot of training through different powerful hands. I'm a Kotini. So that's the art side of who I am. So I am a creative entrepreneur. I am also a social entrepreneur, very passionate. Matuduza, there's a brand that I run called Matuduza, and that's the philanthropic side of who I am. So as a social entrepreneur, constantly looking out for things to do, solutions, homegrown solutions on how to help other people. And I'm also a child of God, love God very much. And when you were introducing me earlier, you said she's a pastor. I'm not a pastor just because, I went to school for it, but I'm really passionate, love God and understand what He has done for me. And then I'm a mother of four adults. Can you believe it? I'm a mother of 4 adults.
That's astonishing, like a mother of 4. Let's talk about you and music as a mother. How do you manage the pressure between, not the pressure actually, like how do you do it as, firstly, did you like...
The balance.
Yes, the balance, but we want to get to talk about you having the babies before music, before making the name in the music, or you had the babies along the way of making the name?
It was during the name, if there's anything like that in English.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so my children have all been born in the public eye, pretty much. These are the kids that we've been taken to the loud noise at Haifa. I remember our daughter, because we didn't have house help, we couldn't afford it. We would put her in a keyboard case like this and put a little head kaki out. And then her dad, who would be playing the drums, would be watching her, and she'd be in between the drums there. And we carried her along everywhere we went. So I think it's been fun. It's been fun to juggle those two roles. So there's never been, you can't balance, but you just have to juggle them. And the children have been such a source of inspiration as well. And some of the music is written because of them, and lullabies and this and that for them. And now even more exciting that we do get to perform with them whenever they are available. And it's beautiful. It's been a beautiful journey having the children and enjoying a career as an arts person.
Okay. So let's talk about your early influence in the musical space growing up in Zimbabwe. Who were they and how did they shape your sound?
Yeah. So the most amazing thing that happened to me around the age of 16, when I was doing my O-level at St. Columbus High School, I bumped into an amazing man called Maxwell Mshanga and a gentleman called Handsome Mapiza. Handsome Mapiza is their both legs now, is the one who played the guitar on the song Tabiso Buyela High. He used to be part of that group, and they were part of West Fargo and Nana, Steve Dyer and them. So when he saw me singing, he started giving me music like the likes of Letambulu, and I would go and listen to Letambulu. He would give me Miriam Makeba, So the big girls, the Sarah Vaughan's and stuff, to say, go and listen to this and listen to the possibilities that are there for your voice before you just get carried away by what is happening around you as a young person. Because during our time, we were crazy about R&B. It was the season of R&B in the 90s. But he made me start listening to that, and my heart was just turned forever.
Oh, I get you. So
Yeah.
jazz is often about storytelling. And what stories do you find yourself drawn to telling through your music?
people stories, life, day-to-day stories. Where pain can be transferred and spoken about on a beautiful melody, because music, more than just being jazz, is a medium by which we carry our emotions and we carry realities, and some of the stuff that we hear in music are real realities. So I love telling stories about the family. I love telling stories about the different individuals that are part of those families in our communities. And it's really fun in that process. About nature, there's one of the songs that where I tell a story about a mother bird and her children, because I heard birds singing one day, and I got a melody for a song which is called Inspired by Nature. And so it's amazing how you can integrate stories and
Okay, when you compose, do you begin with melody, lyrics, or the rhythm, or much? Actually, you talked about you getting a music of a nature, probably a bird tweet. Was it a bird tweeting or a tree breaking or what? How can you explain how you got a melody of from nature?
Yeah, so that's a question that's always so weird, that what starts, and it depends on the inspiration. So this one day we were in our house, and these birds were calling out. One was going, wee, golden, wee, and they're calling and responding on trees, and the resulting harmony resulted with the song that I wrote. Wee, dorore, wee, papi, too, dorore, wee, too, dorore, wee, too. Ooh. But the initial thing was that there was a melody, just some relaxed, resultant harmony as the birds were responding to each other on the trees around our home.
Okay, so as a Zimbabwean woman in jazz, a genre often dominated by Western influence and male personnel, how do you carve your own identity and sound?
It is work, eh? It's work. You keep on trying stuff. I think if you listen to my first album, it was really a mashup, and it was really evidence of the things that have been inspiring me in the different types of music. So you keep on trying different formulas, and the boldness to go out there and say, try me out. That's where you keep on breaking ground until your space is clear that, okay, this is what I occupy, and I don't feel threatened by whether there's a male, because I know I'm carrying a different sound, and the uniqueness of my life story, the uniqueness of my set of gifts, make me really to worry about whether it's male dominated or whatever, because I am just doing that which I have and pouring out from a place of my cup. And as long as my cup is full, I keep pouring until, I don't know when, until when.
What role does collaboration play in your creative process?
Oh man, that's it's the center of it all. Because sometimes you write a melody by yourself in a space, and when you get into the first level of collaboration is when you now take your piece of music to the band, and you're saying to the guys, this is what I'm hearing in my head. This is what I'm hearing in the heartbeat of my heart. Let's try and make it into a sound. And sometimes someone will play something where it comes across as a mistake. Oh, next thing we're like, let's take it. Let's turn that into a bridge or the B section of the song. The growth and maturity of every song is actually based on that first collaboration in the rehearsal room. That's the best. I love that one.
So, as a woman who's diverse in jazz and has been there in the game for a remarkable time, how do you hope international audience learn about Zimbabwean or African culture through your performances?
I think for me, the authenticity towards who I am. Yes, we do have Western influences because we are in this world. I think for me, how I stuck to my niche and to talking about my own culture is just, for starters, singing in my mother tongue, and then translate to say this is what it means, and then also carrying myself as an African womanhood without borrowing influences too much from them, so that when they look at me, they're like, okay, this is truly an African queen, an African princess, well, depending on what they see. And I think that's one thing. The key is in the sound itself. The key is in the language we use. And it's also in how we dress, the dignity of our dressing, and how we carry ourselves as African people.
How do you see the role of music in shaping or reflecting national identity?
It is right, and I think among things that form a nation's identity is the food we eat, the things that make us cry, and the things that make us happy, and the things that make us dance. And music sits right there, smack in the middle. It is our means of expression and carries the language. I remember, for me being a Ndebele speaking person, when my children would ask for certain homework, sumo and stuff like that, simple things like listening to other people's music, we're like, okay, Ningi sang and sumo that in their language. So it is also a and medium or device or whatever, I don't know what word to use, that then carries the essence of our culture, because I'm inspired by the sounds I grew up hearing, sounds that are stuck when I was being rocked on my mother's back. The rhythm of how she would move becomes a part of my music journey as well.
Awesome. So you have performed on stages across Africa and beyond, with performances that stand out more. Can you share with us the experience from the local performances and regionally and the international performances? The difference between the three. It's really different because to start with, there are certain things that we understand here, that when you are talking in between your singing, you say it and it's clear just like that. You realize that I love telling jokes and stories as I perform. You realize that some jokes and stories don't make sense. It will make sense at home, but once you go outside Zimbabwe, they don't make sense because they are Zimbabwean related, and maybe sometimes can be a little bit offensive to other people because they won't understand why you're saying that. So the beauty of performing at home is always been not needing to explain myself too much, and people just get you. And when you're now traveling internationally or within the region, you realize that you have to now be a little careful. So let me tell you a story, Rass. It's like one time we were writing songs for an anti-hunger, human rights album that was supposed to have like all the African countries, and then I was selected myself. Deratuku and Victor Kunonga made contributions towards that album, and I wrote a song, and in that song I put in the word that the robot is like this, and then when we sent it for the first time, they're like, hang on, what is a robot? But for us, everybody here knows robot, amber, green, red. And they're like, oh, okay, can you change that to traffic light? Because if you say robot, not everyone will understand. We're in the days of AI, people will be talking about, okay, what happened to the robot? So I had to change that to put in the word traffic light so that everybody understands the context of what I was saying. So those little nuances are things that become the different changes in terms of when you're performing with different audience. Okay, so of these stages, which one stands out most for you and why?
So maybe I will have to share. Yeah, the probably the biggest audience that I ever performed in front of. I was in Milan, 2012, in Italy. They closed off a whole airport, and it was World Family Day celebration. And by the invitation of the Pope there of the time, we got to go and perform there. My husband and I were on stage with a 60-piece orchestra. It was absolutely amazing. And to have BV's Italian singing it was fun. It was so much fun. And a highlight, 2.7 billion people watching online, and some Zimbabweans coming into my inbox and saying, Cynthia, I'm rooted at this. You're making us proud. Yeah, it was totally epic.
So
I would say that.
Phenomenal. I can picture the atmosphere in Milan, there in Italy.
Ooh, the bars.
Yeah. So, how do your audiences differ in their responses to your music across the regions?
I think probably they have more things in common than the differences. In that, like jazz lovers, music lovers generally, who want to come in. So the difference with jazz music and maybe other dance-oriented genres is that jazz music is for these people who want to come and sit down and listen to the songs and listen to note by note, because jazz is designed to be a very I think it's because it's after midnight. I'm running out of words, but it's stuff that you consume and you just further and you are enjoying the musical prowess of the genre more than anything. So you get people who are really so serious. The older generation even more, and it's very rare sometimes to find the younger ones. But if you find the younger ones, they're probably raised by parents who always used to play jazz in the house, and they've just been trained in that way in terms of their musical palette.
Okay, could you share a memorable moment, perhaps a challenge or a breakthrough from your career on stage or in studio?
On stage, there was a year, during the days of Haifa, there was a year we took a risk and we asked Haifa to give us a show in the afternoon. We were going to market it, we were going to run it, and we were going to run the gates. We didn't want to have a flat fee from it. And it was so amazing. We had the Kukunas and Mbare Trio, Madara Angu, and we really put an amazing concert together. When we were done, first things first, that Harare Garden section was packed, main stage in the afternoon. Packed, that was our first, oh my God, this is amazing. And then the money that we made at the gate was much, I don't know how many matches I can put, more than what would have been if we'd taken the flat fee. So for me, the journey of boldness, the journey of being ready to fail and to start and to try, it has been so beautiful. And yeah, that would be memorable for me, seeing that whole audience of people packed up at the Haifa to just come and watch a show that we had curated ourselves and put together. That was awesome.
What has been your biggest lesson as an artist and as a woman in the music industry?
Stick to your lane. Stick to your lane and do what you you were designed to do, respond to the abilities that are within you. And as a woman, not being aware, yes, that I'm a woman, but expecting any form of sympathy card because I'm a woman, being willing to work hard for my space and have the attention now coming to say, hey, hang on, look at that person, she's working hard. That has been something I love and something that I think many musicians must hold on to.
Phenomenal. So how do you stay grounded and creative in a demanding industry?
Prayer. I'm a woman of prayer, of reading the word, the sense of community of the church, prioritizing my family, my husband. I think that's one of the things for me. I married Blessing when I was 19, and I got married to Blessing when I was 19, and that has been a source of my grounding a lot, knowing that I have a family and someone to be responsible towards.
What inspires you outside of music? What inspires you outside of music?
Yeah, outside of music, life and its challenges, life and its ups and downs, and our desire to conquer life, and to be on top of our game, and to do what we need to do. Such an inspiration, the inspiration of taking space. During my time, I'm still here, I'm alive. I need to, I might not have entered the world well or started out well, but definitely to try and end well. And so I'm inspired by all that gango of things around me.
So if I may put it in your own words, how would you define success for yourself today?
For me today, success is that I've been showing up. I've been true to what God and who God designed me to be. Success is that I've managed to raise 4 children through music, and they're adults now. They're carrying on with their lives, and that is success. It's something that has happened much, much beyond what I ever expected, because at first I thought success would be about what I have achieved for myself. But every day now, looking at my children and what they do is my source of success. My second-born son has put up his first play. He's into theater and acting. First play at the Rass Theater this year, and that he's making up his own way in his own space in the arts, and that is incredible.
Nice. So, are there any new projects that you are currently working on?
Yeah.
Why? The people want the music, especially me. The people want the music.
The people want the music, and yes, we are working. We're working. If you go online on YouTube, we'll put up a little video of a song from the upcoming album. It's called Munoti Disisa, the song that's online, Munoti Disisa. And we're working. We're at the very final stages of finishing off the album, and now begins the journey of marketing it and launching it out. Our timeline shifted a little bit. We'd hope to launch it this side of the year, but we're seeing that it will be more feasible to launch it next year, because we are working with amazing Mahmat Dinga, and he's working on it while he's in Australia. So that process of working over a project with someone who's out of the country, different timelines, and whether is not without its own challenges, but it's a beautiful journey of making music together.
Nice. So how do you see the future of Zimbabwean jazz and its place in the global music scene?
I'm excited that we still see other young people keep coming up with the jazz. I think that is beautiful. Jazz is here to stay, and a different brand of Afro jazz or Zim jazz is brewing and coming up, and the world will soon be paying attention to that, because we have a lot of hardworking, amazingly talented young people who are coming up and taking up their space within that music genre.
What advice would you give to young African artists, especially women who want to follow in your footsteps?
Just be true to who God designed you to be. Don't be under pressure to fit a certain mold. Don't be under pressure when you're feeling left behind because of these gigs and what. Just pace yourself within your own special timing, and don't be under pressure to be there when it's time to be here. So when you are here, be 100% where you are, and you will get there.
Nice. It's exactly 12 minutes to the hour of 1 o'clock right here on the station of your choice. Where can social media platforms where people can access your music?
Oh, yeah.
Are there any?
My music is available on all platforms: Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, blah, blah, blah. Just search for Dudu Manenga. And once you see that icon with the headgear or with the logo, that is the headgear, or it's my face with a big smile across the face, and then you know that that's the one. Please support and buy the music online. It's available.
Okay, what of contact details for those that want to get in touch with you?
Yeah, if you go onto my Facebook page, Dudu Manenga, all the contact details are available, but my number is 0772-340-215. That's my official business number, 0772-340-215.
Okay, that was Dudu Manenga, Zimbabwe, and it's exactly 11 minutes to the hour of 1 o'clock right here on Capital 104 FM, Rass Heartbeat. My name is Rass, Kotini, real son of Zion, and taking us through is Silovela by Dudu Manenga. Stay tuned.
We're taking charge. We're taking control.
Yeah, we taking over.
We're taking over the airways in Harare.
Let's go.
Capital 100.4 FM at 8.
We taking over.
Harare's heartbeat. #dominate.